smartness.
The nice sound that you can hear to entertain us is coming from the army band, Bulawayo-based army band. Ikangeli zitotoli lapha likangeli bonke kuhamba kanjani. Tulathi silethu none zekethosi. Ayinathi bekethosi. Tisho enjoyment, mnoridza mpururu. Hayi urujeni. Labo khwela bayavunyelwa.
Zimbabwe Wildlife Management Authority. I also recognize the presence of all stakeholders, the parks employees from the Wange cluster. Let me take this opportunity to introduce some of the stakeholders whom we invited at the provincial level certificates today. I would also want to acknowledge the support that has been given from our partners in the Director General and his team for this refresher course to be a success. To all the stakeholders here present, families and friends with us today, and to those who could not be here with us in person, but would have loved to be with us on this event, I say thank you so much for the moral support. Ladies and gentlemen,
he is not a stranger to all of us, neither is he a stranger to this place. He has been at the helm of Zimbabwe Parks and Wildlife Management Authority for 3 years now. But what has been his achievements during the past 3 years? You recall that we used to have 3 administrative regions. So when he came with a strategic plan. And in that strategic plan, he introduced 8 administrative clusters, which also includes Wange cluster. He has also strengthened our law enforcement through the procurement of operational vehicles and also the use of new technology such as the drones. And as a result, we have managed to reduce poaching in all our parks estates. He is a man who has the welfare of staff at heart. So he has managed to actually improve the welfare of our staff. He has also managed to improve the conditions of service for our staff. He has also managed to bring on board partners who are doing tremendous work, not only in Wange National Park, but throughout our national parks. So I can go on and on. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give a round of applause to our Director General? DG, can I humbly request you to deliver your speech?
Honorable Chief Nelko, and our local MP, Kanda. This occasion here at Wange Main Camp, where we are gathered to witness the Rangers Refreshment Course Pass Out Parade, I must highlight at the onset that resource protection is anchored on solid and sound anti-poaching capabilities. Therefore, the training that these rangers have gone through is meant to strengthen our law enforcement in Zimparks. I was informed that the training you received covered a number of areas which include smart crime scene attendance, paramilitary refresher, and wildlife disease sampling. I therefore strongly feel that the refresher course has prepared you well to protect Zimbabwe's wildlife heritage and their habitats. Though the training has been strenuous, vigorous, and demanding both physically and mentally, I strongly believe that you all have managed to endure the hardships of training, which is clear testimony of how committed you are to the conservation of our wildlife resources. But again, you need to bear in mind that the duties. I'm sorry, there is serious reflection here. But again, you need to bear in mind that the duties of a ranger in protecting wildlife can never be glamorous, considering the hardships that you encounter on your day-to-day work. Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge and appreciate the partnerships that we have with IFO, which is International Fund for Animal Welfare, who are financially supporting us in a number of areas such as law enforcement, infrastructural development, and training of rangers in refresher courses that we are witnessing here today. Ladies and gentlemen, Matabele North Province is home to our biggest national park, which is also Wange National Park, the second largest national park in Africa, covering approximately 14,605 square kilometers in extent. The Wange Matets complex is home to several important wildlife species, including the big five, that is elephant, lion, leopard, buffalo, and rhino, which all need special protection against illegal exploitation or by poachers. The poachers have become so daring to the extent of using sophisticated methods such as administering poison to kill our elephants. I want at this juncture to reiterate that wildlife crime is a serious issue and our rangers will not hesitate to shoot to kill those caught in the act. Eradication of wildlife crime requires cooperative efforts locally, regionally and internationally through the imposition of tougher penalties on perpetrators and educating the public on the effects of poaching. I am therefore appealing to all our stakeholders comprising of the judiciary, police, Zimbabwe National Army, environment management agents, forest commission, the traditional leadership, government departments, corporate bodies, our regional and international counterparts, NGOs, and the public at large to join hands in the fight against wildlife crime. Because indeed, we are all pieces of wood joined together to make one motor. Drones and sniffer dogs in combating poaching will go a long way in conserving our wildlife. Our parks estates have not been spared from a gradual reduction of wildlife habitat due to illegal settlements and human encroachment. Habitat loss for wildlife is amongst the major factors of human-wildlife conflict. In turn, our wildlife has responded by destroying crops, passing on diseases such as foot and mouth, killing livestock, and at times people in areas where people have encroached into their habitat. I want to appeal to illegal settlers to desist from settling in wildlife buffer zones, wildlife corridors, and their habitat. Do not tolerate any form of corruption and negative involvement of the part of our workers. It is our expectation that you will discharge your duties professionally, ethically, and diligently without fear or favor. Any deviation from the expected would obviously call for stern measures, as we do not have room for misfits in government. We will continue to request your services as we aim to ensure that all our rangers receive refresher courses of this nature. Let me conclude by once again reminding everyone that our wildlife resource is not ours alone to dispense with. It belongs to the future generations as well as the present. A famous environmental conservationist, James Brower, said, "We didn't inherit the earth from our ancestors, rather we borrowed it from our children." Please, let's use our resources sustainably so that we pass on the heritage to our descendants. Let us conserve whilst listening to the voices of unborn children who would also want to enjoy seeing what we are seeing today.